We're going to talk real quick on my initial impressions of this rifle and a couple things I did to it to clean up the looks. This rifle is a DPMS Panther Lite 16. It's basically, it reminds me, in the current configuration that I have it right now, it reminds me of the old Air Force GAU-5As and the GAU-5Ps. They're the lightweight carbines before the M4 model was standardized. And the Air Force is known for not having a standard when it comes to its rifles. And what I mean by that is sometimes you'll see A2 uppers with A1 lowers. The Air Force is really good at making sure they cannibalize whatever usable parts they have and use it for their existing weapons. That's just what they do. But in any case, this rifle, it came with a different adjustable buttstock, and when I got it from Mitchell Supply, it did have a rail on it. I didn't want the rail, so I went ahead and went with the CAR 15 style lightweight handguards. I changed out the A2 buttstock here, or not buttstock, the pistol grip rather, and put an A1 pistol grip design on there. I thought it would be more fitting for this type of rifle. And as you can see, it's kind of a little bit hard to see because of the magazine pouches in the way, but you can see the profile of the buttstock is different. I have the old school commando style stock on it. Much more ergonomic than the DPMS stock. In fact, that DPMS adjustable stock was just crap with this rifle. Felt like crap. It dug into my shoulder. I don't know what they were thinking when they designed that. But that's just a couple of things I did to it just to make it more authentic looking. And by more authentic, I wanted it to look a little bit more like the Air Force GAUs and the GUUs that I constantly see. Which, by the way, the Air Force is still using GUUs like crazy. We still got them in our armories. Nothing wrong with them. Some of them look a little bit old, but they work just fine. Now, on to my shooting impressions with this rifle. This rifle I call a 300 meter gun. It can shoot farther, and the sight system is set up where you can shoot farther because it has the A1 style setup with the regular aperture and then the long range aperture. But just with the barrel and just the build itself, I consider it a 300 meter gun, which is great for a small lightweight rifle such as this. And oh, by the way, it is a 16-inch. In case I already haven't mentioned it, 16-inch barrel length. Now, I already did a video on it, and a lot of you already seen it. With the 200 meter shoot, you saw that there was a couple misses. That was due to me, not due to the rifle itself. That's just me kind of getting lax on my sight picture and whatnot for a couple shots. But the rifle itself will accurately engage out to 300 meters with no problems, and it can consistently engage out to 400 meters, but you really got to work at it. It is what it is, and that's just using the 55 grain XM193. I haven't tried the 62 grain. This is a 1-9 barrel twist, so I may get out there with the 62 grain and try it, but keep in mind your mileage may vary depending on your particular barrel, and of course with all of the commercial ammunition out there and weights, your mileage is going to vary depending on what type of load you use. This gun typically is about a 3 MOA gun at 100 yards. 3-inch groups, 4-inch groups are not uncommon. Some people may look at that today and go, geez, a 3-inch gun at 100 yards, that sucks. Not really. You got to remember, this is a lightweight carbine that doesn't have any fancy target parts or anything like that. It's a fighting rifle. It's designed just for that. It's not designed for long-range use. If I put this up against my full-size A4, my 20-inch is going to beat it every time because my 20-inch will shoot 1 MOA. This hovers right around 3. If you use good ammo, you can get it into the 2 range. If you use precision hand loads to the specific rifle, there's a chance that you can get it closer to the 1 range. But typically, 3 to 4 inches, that's what you're going to get realistically. And I got that from this rifle by shooting multiple groups so far at 100, and I'm not talking just 3-round groups and whatnot. With a semi-automatic, it is what it is. With a semi-automatic rifle like this, you could luck out and get a really good 3-round group, but I caution somebody if they say, well, hey, I just got this real tight 3-round group, this is what this gun shoots. What you need to do is do an average. And I prefer shooting, honestly, if I want to get a true average of a gun, I'm going to shoot out of this gun. I shot 10 round groups. And I shot multiple 10 round groups, because that gives you the good spectrum of what the rifle is going to do with a cold bore, with a hot bore. If you so choose, you can even run different ammunition through it to see which ammunition works best. I just stuck with the XM90 355 grain stuff. And that's what I came up with so far, is I'm hovering right around the 3-inch group range. Now, that's with irons. You throw a high magnification scope on there, you can, you can shrink down those groups a little bit, but a fancy optic will only go so far. The barrel quality is not changed by how fancy the optics are. I know some people have got on me before saying that my A4, I called it a DMR, and they're like, well, just because you threw an optic on it doesn't make it a DMR because it has a standard barrel. It does have a standard barrel on my full size, but that is a very good quality barrel. It's a 1 in 9 twist rate, and it is 1 MOA. That's just after shooting multiples and multiples that I can get it to hover right around 1 MOA. And that's with the 62 grain M855. It opens up just a little bit with the 55 grain XM193. This gun, on the other hand, it's going to shoot a little bit more open groups. So just be aware of that, and don't use it as a knockoff against the gun. People think that every gun has to shoot 1 inch. To put it in perspective, this gun will shoot pretty much just as well as a Bushmaster ACR and a Robinson XCR for tons less. I would gladly go toe-to-toe with an iron sight equipped Bushmaster ACR or Robinson arms any day of the week at 100 yards with this rifle, shooting the 55 grain stuff. So that kind of puts it in perspective. It's a very capable gun. The recoil is manageable. It's very, very lightweight. It's very well balanced. I really like shooting this gun. Even my wife likes shooting it. My 10-year-old son, he even shot it and he loves it. So overall, this is an awesome, awesome rifle. I highly recommend it for patrol use. If you're looking for some type of duty use for this type of rifle, I'd say this fits perfectly in the law enforcement realm. For patrol use, stick it in the back of a patrol car, or for a police department that doesn't have a lot of money, and or if they just don't want to get all the super tactical gear, you can get this for your SWAT teams. All you have to do, if you're worried about low light, is you can get the offset mount, the offset rail mount that mounts to the carry handle, and you can run a red dot optic just forward of the carry handle, and it'll give you at least a good 1/3 co-witness, so you can still run your irons while the red dot is there, but you still have the capability for low light, or if you wish to use the red dot all the time, even during daytime, you got that rapid sighting capability with the red dot. So I don't want to ramble any more about this rifle. I want to keep this short, under 10 minutes. So again, it's a good rifle. I really like it. Just don't have any unreasonable expectations of it. That's my biggest advice with this rifle. Don't buy this rifle and think, well, I'm going to shoot 1 MOA all day long with every type of ammo, because that's just not realistic. But it is what it is. It's a good 300-meter gun. It's a good little fighting AR. It's really lightweight, and for those of you that want an AR for home defense, I'd go with something like this. So anyway, thanks for watching, and please stay safe.